my channel. My name's Liam, and in today's video we'll be picking up from where I left off in the AU Falcon Burnout video. So today will be part 2, and last time I made the video I was like putting the cam in one day after school at like 10 o'clock at night, so it wasn't the best video. So I'm going to pick up and explain everything that I've done from like the tune, the chip, the diff, exhaust, tyres, just everything. I'll explain everything. I spent only like $2 on it, so it was pretty cheap burnout car. A lot of people spend a lot of money, so I'll explain everything done and hope you enjoy. Cheers. So here she is. First off, you can tell it's definitely been put to work from obvious reasons. Look at the tyres, all the marks on it, so that's a good start. So I'll probably start off on the outside. I've put the spoiler on because it makes it look fat, but it doesn't actually do anything. Kept the bar on. I've kept that mud flap in there so it doesn't break the fuel tank, and I'll probably reinforce it. Obviously you got to have your stickers, like Jim's gonna send it, hell yeah. Got all my parts from TI Performance for like the engine, all those components, and just chuck their stickers on the back and a couple other stickers around the corner. So I got 15-inch rims on the back. I'll probably go to 14s once I take the rear brakes off, because as you know, the smaller the tyre rim, should I say, and the smaller the tyre, it's easier to spin, especially with these factory 3.08 diff gears. It still skids in second fine, but I'll probably change the gear ratio up and it'll probably go a lot better. Just kept the factory rims on the front. Sponsored by Wendy's, which is pretty cool. I'll work there. Got a Hornet bonnet scoop that actually does stuff. A lot of people are commenting, oh, it probably doesn't do anything. So we pop here. Straight up you can see, yes, there is actually a hole in the bonnet for the intake there, which is pretty cool if it focuses. Then I'm running Jenny extractors. That goes down to a cat delete section because you don't need a cat and skids. Got an overflow reservoir for this new header tank that I bought. Obviously you got to have your battery tied down. A new cap because that was bursting out and leaking power steering everywhere. Just normal intake, normal runners, I put new plugs in it, and yeah. One day I'll probably get around to changing the fuel reg because I'm most likely supercharging this. So if you want to stay tuned for a supercharged AU Falcon Burnout car, stay tuned because we'll have a nice Eaton M90 supercharger there. That's about all for the engine bay. It's still unopened engine, so they go hard. Put this bonnet down. We'll take a look at the inside. Straight up, you can see, got a SAS steering wheel, normal shifter. I do have an electronic shifter kit in it, which makes it go and shift a lot better. Auto meter tacho. Got a harness just for the memes, lol. Completely stripped out the back for weight reduction. It focuses, so I can put all my parts and tyres in there. Pop the boot. Gotta turn the key on to do that. Completely took all the carpets out and everything, so you can chuck like all your sets of tyres. Obviously your top up oil, chocks, jacks, more tyres, because you go through a lot of tyres when you're doing skids. I'll hop inside because it's pretty windy outside. As you can see, it's only got 191,000 Ks. So for an AU, that is absolutely nothing for an AU. They're not even broken into their 300,000 Ks. So this one was a gem to find. It was $150 this car. I actually bought it off a math teacher, which is pretty damn cool, from school. And he knows that I'm doing skids in it now, but legally, so he's happy with that. About the shift kit, I just mounted that little switch up there. So that means when it's in neutral, it's obviously neutral. When it's in drive, that's 4th gear, 3 is 3rd, 2nd is 2nd, and 1 is 1. So it all holds all the gears, which makes skidding a hell of a lot easier. So I'll kind of just run through everything that I've done. So first of all, the engine has a stage 4 crow cam in it. I can get the specs and put them down in the link below if you're looking for like the opening specs. I don't know them off the top of my head, I think. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So I'll put that link in the description of the specs of that. The intake is just a SAS pod filter that goes through the bonnet in that scoop. That was pretty easy mount up, just a couple silicone fittings, so that was easy. Obviously the autometer tacho, that just wires up down at your ECU. Talking about down at the ECU, I have a stage 3 J3 chip, which is the highest chip you can get for like performance. So when I do supercharge it, I can get them to retune the chip and add more fuel, timing, and whatever I need for that. So that's pretty good. Some people do have problems with their chips. I haven't had any problems yet. The only problem I have is I can't shift back into first when I'm mid skid in 2nd gear because of the chip. So that is a bit dicky, but if you hold your foot flat for the floor, it doesn't really matter because you're full sending it. Diff, factory Borg Warner 3.08 to 1 gears. So they're pretty long, so one day I'll eventually shorten it. I do have an ex-police car diff that has a 3.23 diff in it, so I'll most likely swap them over before my next burnout comp, which is Rocky Nats next year. And I only just found out Cletus McFarland, who I watch on YouTube, is actually coming to Rockhampton where Rocky Nats is, so I can't wait for that. He's bringing Toast over. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. There's Sicko's coming. Everyone's coming next year, so if any of you are around Rocky next year at the end of June, definitely come along to Rocky Nats because it's going to be amazing. I'll be there, so if you want to see me, I'll be there, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I'll go alright there. Got a couple more skid events coming up before then to get more practice in. What else have I done? Normal BTR 4-speed just with that electronic shift kit so I can shift. Tyres, obviously 15-inch rims, and I do have a free sponsorship with a local tyre company so I can get all their second-hand tyres, which is pretty awesome. Just obviously the interior's been stripped out, weight reduction, and I have welded the diff in it, so it does spin 2s, even though some people reckon I only did single pegs. So I'll definitely link some videos of it doing some skids to show people what a weapon it is, and also start it up. It is a bit windy today, but hopefully my camera's microphone is good enough to get it, but you cannot tell the difference if it's a 6 or an 8. It's proper. It's a 2.5-inch with 1 hot dog muffler and 3-inch dump out the back. I will probably dump it at the diff, so then it just spreads the air a lot easier and quicker, so, and it'll probably sound a lot fatter and louder, so I'll show you that. Bit of a cold startup. So there you guys have it. 2001 burnout car. Sounds pretty cool. Stage 4 cam definitely makes it a lot more like we have in the paddock. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers because my last Turbo Falcon video got over 35,000 views. So if you could subscribe, leave a like, that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
Hi guys, follow or subscribe and like Liam's video.